welcome you into this special Wednesday edition of the Spotlight presented by Elite This Live. My name is Drew Brent. We welcome you in to the live world of Facebook. So thank you so much for spending a part of your afternoon with us. Remember, if you're interested in buying or selling your home, you can give us a call 479-968-5668 or cruise on over to RussellvilleLiving.com. Today we have a show I have been looking forward to all week long. A viral post of the most awkward couples photo ever, as it was captioned, has now hit over 5 million people. And the photographer responsible is a River Valley native, and she is here with us today. Miss Faith Sanders joins us on the Spotlight. Faith, it's also interesting because one of the subjects of that photo shoot, Miss Liz Dempsey, is joining us in via Zoom. So, Miss Liz, thank you for joining us. We will say hello. There you are. You're live there. Thanks so much for being a part. So what you can see on your screen here, you see Faith and myself here in studio. You see some of the photos we'll scroll through below. But Liz, I'd like to start with you. Talk with me about how this idea came about.
Well, I had gotten inspiration from a couple of photos I had found online. And then my partner and I, Michael, we're both very awkward people anyways. We're not very serious and we don't take ourselves very serious. So I couldn't think of a better way to portray us in any type of photos. Like, we've never been able to take things seriously when it comes to me and him.
So what's interesting about what she said there too is that you're both photographers, Faith.
Yes.
And you have this collaborative idea. I want you to walk me through this creative process, because you're just how does this happen?
Yeah. So
honestly,
Faith and I are good friends.
Just two friends coming together, like she said. We were in my house, in my garage, and we literally looked around my garage and we found a lawnmower, and we all just looked at each other and we all knew that it had to happen. We didn't know what yet, but it had to happen.
And if we can we put the shot back up of all of us? And I want to see the shot of she's literally getting run over with a lawnmower. If you've not seen the post, well, I'm thankful for that. I mean, I don't feel like that's a disclaimer that we had to have, but and while there it is, you can see him straight up running her over with a lawnmower. Liz, in this moment, just kind of walk me through how does it feel to get run over by a lawnmower with your significant other?
Oh man, it was hilarious. I was cackling so hard, but in all the photos, I was trying so hard to keep a straight face because I think that's the funniest part of them. But it was all Michael's idea for the lawnmower and the propane tank and the beer. He just kept pulling things out. He's like, okay, let's do this now. And he's not a photographer, but he's a theater kid. So he has always got weird ideas with props.
So I've been doing this for 17 years, interviewing people, talking to people. Never in my career have I ever said, hey, what was it like to get run over by a lawnmower from your significant other?
Oh, it was awesome.
Thank you for
I
that
got grass stains on my pretty white shirt.
Faith, let's move over to you now. So you're shooting these photos, you upload these photos, and all of a sudden, things start to take off. You had 3,000 likes on your Facebook business page last week. It's already doubled, and this thing has been seen by 5 million people.
It has. I'm not kidding. There's people all over the world that have commented. I ended up posting, where is everybody from? I've had Australia, Bangladesh, Brazil. It's absolutely insane. Even Ireland.
And what's interesting to me about this is that, 6 million people have seen this. You're actually from around this area. Yeah. You've got roots in this area,
absolutely.
Don't you?
I graduated in Atkins. My dad, Jim Yates, he graduated from Russellville. My husband's actually from Dover. He graduated there too. Kind of rivalry, but
Yeah, but what is it? The Rivals Cup every year. Happens. And your dad is still leading worship over at Cowboy Church. Is that right?
He is actually.
And that's in Centerville. So I mean, the roots of this 5 million person explosion is
sure.
River Valley oriented.
Absolutely.
As you think about that, how do you process that?
I look at the number and I think of the population of Russellville, and it's hard to process how many people that actually is. My husband and I, we consistently keep up with it. We're just constantly like, oh, it's hit this number, and we're just literally just trying to process it all.
Let's scroll back through some of these pictures, and Liz, I want to bring you back into this. Of all of the pictures that we have seen, of course, there you are getting run over by a lawnmower again. There's one picture of you guys enjoying a particular beverage that has got the attention of the company Budweiser. Is that right?
Bud Light.
Bud Light.
Bud Light, but yeah. That one was also all Michael. But while we were taking drinks of it, I was like, oh, wait, let's get some product placement. Maybe we can get sponsored as a joke. And now I think it could actually happen.
And so, Faith, you've actually had contact with Bud Light.
Yes, I have.
All right. So what was that conversation like?
I was like, here's the media content that you never knew you needed.
And their response was,
awesome photos. Thank you so much. And we are going to pass these along to see if we can repost them.
that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Liz, I do want to go back to you. You said that this was kind of a spur of the moment of the turning of the bottles thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
This entire photo shoot was like that.
Yeah, so the entire photo shoot was, I literally showed up to Faith's house with a bag of clothes, and I was like, okay, we're going to do this. Like glasses, shirt, pants, all of it. Like, I work at Plato's Closet, so I got everything I needed from Plato's Closet for me and Michael. And I just showed up at Faith's house. I'm like, let's go, your garage right now.
As you go through some of these photos, we're looking at this one right now of your heads on top of one another. Like, when you're taking this picture, what's going through your mind of, do you realize I'm about to be internet famous?
Oh, no, I just thought, like, here's some idiot photos of me and Michael that are just going to hang around my house. Like, I never thought this was going to go viral, but, like, they were hilarious. Taking them, going through them on her camera, and I even, like, got to sit in the room while she was editing them, and we kept like throwing different presets on them and giggling at how bad they looked. We're like, oh my god, this is the worst thing and best thing that we could have done.
You are currently working at Plato's Closet, but you're also a photographer as well. Do you have anything you'd like to plug while we're on?
Yeah, my photography business is Liz Dempsey Photography. I spell Liz Lizz because I think I'm special, I guess. Dempsey is Dempsey. You can find me at lizdempsey.photography on Instagram.
Outstanding. Faith, I want you to plug your photography site as well. It's Faith Sanders Photography on Facebook right now.
Yes.
Do you have a website?
I do. It's technically a pixie set. It's actually on my Facebook page. There's a link to see everything there. I shoot weddings. I love to do senior portraits as well. It's kind of my side hustle there. But then again, I'm also a boudoir photographer too. I just opened a studio in Bentonville, and really looking forward to all the business that maybe this post will bring for sure.
Is there going to be, Faith and Liz, this is a question for both of you, is there a follow-up shoot that's coming?
Oh, probably. Like, knowing me and Faith, most likely.
Sequel, right?
Yeah, like, this is not the first photo shoot we've done together, and it's not going to be the last.
Well, I'm blown away by the numbers. When I first saw it, okay, here, just rank and file American viewer here, I didn't know it was Faith's post. And I always click on stuff like this just because I'm sick and twisted. This was so funny, and then I see that it was Faith, and then you start to see the numbers blow up, and you think, wow, this is really creative. But once again, thank you for allowing me to have the opportunity to ask the question, what was it like to be run over by a long-term significant other? That's an experience that I'll never have again, I hope.
Yeah, for sure.
Liz Dempsey, thank you so much for joining us here on the Spotlight today. Many, many blessings to you, and I hope everything goes well for your photography side. And thanks for taking some time out of your day to talk with us. Yeah,
thank you so much. Have a nice day.
You too. Faith, what are some parting words that you have for our folks out here?
Oh my gosh. I literally started my photography whenever I was in high school. Like, all of the people that are still small in their business or even big, like, the one thing that I can say is don't go into photography so seriously. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, it has to be perfect.
Right.
I literally did these out of my garage, and it's like over 5 million people have seen this, you know, like you said. And I just want everybody to take a breath. Take a breath, enjoy the fun, enjoy the creativity behind it, for sure.
And you can go see Face Parents over at Cowboy Church in Centerville. They're on Sunday mornings. I've been there a couple of times. I know you've been there a time or two yourself, so you can go
Come as you are.
Come as you are. Do they still serve breakfast over there?
I believe so. I'll be honest, I haven't been in a couple years.
Well, the biscuits and gravy were out of this world, so I may need to go visit just to see if they still got
For
biscuits
sure.
and gravy. You said don't take it so seriously. As you process this, what's the future like for your photography business now? Does this kind of give you a shot in the arm to want to do even more?
It does. I kind of, to be honest, lost the love for photography for a little bit, and this has kind of opened my heart back to it. Mainly just because, like I said, I just took a breath and did something for myself instead of part of the business side of it. I didn't actually get paid for this session. It was more of just a creative outlet. And I definitely want to say for photographers to definitely do that for themselves too.
Well, she is a River Valley native, and she is taking bookings right now. Go over to Faith Sanders Photography on Facebook. Give her a like. Check out that post. It's absolutely hilarious, but it's not the only thing she has done. She's got an incredible portfolio, and we always want to support River Valley folks. Faith, so thanks so much. You drove quite a ways to be down here today, and I appreciate that.
Thank you. Absolutely. Honestly, to me, it wasn't far because my husband, was in the military, and we actually just moved to Centerton about a year ago. So.
And you're going to go have lunch at a fine local establishment with some fine local folks here today, and we appreciate that so much. So please go give her a like and a share, maybe subscribe if she's got YouTube yet. If she doesn't, you need YouTube because that was great. Also, go take a look at Liz Dempsey's photography over on Facebook as well. Coming up tomorrow on the Spotlight, Keith Frazier. He's the director of the Russellville Airport. We'll be having a conversation with him. And then to celebrate National Law Enforcement Week on Friday, Chief David Ewing of the Russellville Police Department joins us. Stop by and talk a little bit about what the future holds for RPD. Some guy named Rob's next week, Fred Teague as well. So we've got a lot coming for you here on Olathe Live. Faith, one more time, thanks so much. Give them that info.
Thank you so much. My Instagram and Facebook is Faith Sanders Photography. You can always email me at faithslens@gmail. It's FAITHLENS. If you have any questions, just let me know.
You better get in there quick too, because the bookings are about to explode if they haven't already.
Thank you.
So make sure to get those likes in and get those emails and those bookings taken care of. All right, folks, that's the Spotlight for today. My name is Drew Brent. We'll see you right back here tomorrow with Keith Frazier. Until then, have a wonderful week. Thanks for joining us here on Olathe Live.